Imagine this. You're cleaning out an old drawer, and there it is, a small, brown penny, sitting quietly, ignored for decades. But what if I told you that one ordinary-looking coin could make you $13 million richer? Yes, you heard that right. A 1970 Lincoln penny, minted right here in the United States, could turn an everyday American into a millionaire overnight. But wait, what makes this coin so valuable? How can something worth just 1 cent be worth more than a mansion in Beverly Hills? Insert pattern interrupt, light humor. I mean, come on, we all lose pennies in couch cushions. Imagine realizing you just vacuumed up a fortune. Tone deepens, serious, engaging. Today, we're going deep into the hidden world of rare U.S. coins. You'll learn the secrets that coin collectors and auction houses don't want the average American to know. By the end of this video, you'll know how to spot, verify, and value a 1970 Lincoln penny, and maybe, find one that could change your life forever. The Deep Dive, History, Rarity and Value, 1501, 35:00, cut to archival footage, 1970s America, Vietnam, Nixon, gas prices, and change jars. The story begins in 1970, a year of transition and turmoil in America. The Lincoln penny, already a beloved symbol of everyday life, was in production at both the Philadelphia and San Francisco mints. But something unexpected happened. A small batch of 1970s pennies were struck using a proof die, a special die meant only for collectors, and some even had the wrong date doubling. That's right, the infamous 1970s double die obverse. Zoom in on coin footage, show doubling in Liberty and In God We Trust. These errors, invisible to the untrained eye, transformed a 1-cent coin into a collector's dream. Emotional hook, excitement plus fear. Now, here's where it gets thrilling, and a little scary. Millions of people have handled one of these coins and never realized what they were holding. Could that be you? Could there be $13 million sitting in your change jar right now? Mini cliffhanger, tease upcoming reveal. In just a moment, I'll show you how to identify a 1970 penny that can make you rich, and how to tell if yours is the real deal. But first, let's understand why it's worth so much. Why it's rare. The 1970s Lincoln penny isn't just rare, it's historically misunderstood. There are two versions, the small date and the large date. The small date proof with doubling is the jackpot. Transition, relatable tone, think of it like a secret model of a luxury car, looks the same from the outside, but what's under the hood changes everything. Pattern interrupt, humor. So if you ever argued with your spouse about keeping those old coin jars, congratulations, you just won the argument. Money bag section 2, record sales and market value, cut to auction footage, hammer striking at a coin auction. In 2025, a near-perfect 1970s double die obverse Lincoln penny sold for $13 million at a private collector auction. Even mid-grade examples can fetch $25,000 to $50,000 depending on condition. The demand is rising fast, as coin investors, hedge funds, and wealthy collectors compete to secure these treasures. Urgency trigger. Here's the reality, the more attention these coins get, the fewer will remain in private hands. Every day you wait, your chance of finding one gets smaller. How to identify the $1 million penny, close-up visuals on real coins, slow-paced educational narration. 1. Check the date. Look at the 7, on the small date version, the top of the 7 aligns evenly with the 0.2. Liberty lettering, on the double die, Liberty appears with clear doubling. 0.3. Mint mark, look for the S mark below the date. Only San Francisco Mint coins have this variant. 0.4. Condition, even the smallest scratch can reduce value, keep the coin untouched, use gloves. 0.5. Get certified, PCGS or NGC certification is your proof of authenticity. Pattern interrupt, rhetorical humor, and no, don't go rubbing your coins with toothpaste or soap. That's not cleaning, that's destroying your retirement fund. The payoff, emotional and motivational close, 35:01, 50:00. Now that you know what to look for, think about this. How many times have you walked past something valuable because you didn't know its worth? The 1970 penny isn't just about metal and minting, it's a symbol. A reminder that value often hides in plain sight. Emotional build-up. Maybe you're someone who's struggled financially. Maybe you've been searching for an opportunity. This tiny coin, 1 cent, tells you that fortune favors those who pay attention. Storytelling moment, example of discovery. In 2023, a retired teacher from Ohio found one in his old collection. He thought it was worth a few bucks. Weeks later, it sold at auction for $2.1 million. That's not luck, that's awareness. Cliffhanger and call to action. So tonight, when you empty your pockets or open that coin jar in your closet, take one more look. Because the next multi-million-dollar penny might be sitting in your hands. And if you think this story ends here, think again. Because in my next video, we're revealing another Lincoln penny even rarer, one that's been missing for decades and could be worth over $20 million. You won't want to miss it. This is not just about coins, it's about seeing value where others see none. That's the mindset of the wealthy. That's how legacies are built, 1 cent at a time. What if I told you, the change jingling in your pocket could make you a millionaire overnight? Sounds unbelievable, right? But one tiny copper coin from 2003, yes, a simple Lincoln penny, has shocked collectors across America, selling for a jaw-dropping $8 million. Pause. Beat of silence. And here's the wild part, there might still be thousands of these rare pennies hiding in plain sight. In your home, your coin jar, even at your local gas station. Pattern interrupt, light humor. So before you toss that penny into a tip jar, hold up. That might be the most expensive tip you've ever given. The discovery and history, 230 to 1500 hours, B-roll, vintage footage of the U.S. Mint, old photos of Abraham Lincoln, coins rolling down conveyor belts. The story of the 2003 Lincoln penny begins in the heart of America, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia. It was a year when the world was shifting fast, new technology, new money designs, and new minting methods. But among the millions of pennies minted that year, a tiny imperfection, invisible to the naked eye, changed everything. These rare 2003 Lincoln pennies are not your ordinary 1-cent coins. They were struck on the wrong metal planchets, creating a combination so rare that collectors went crazy when the first one appeared at auction. The coin world was stunned. Experts debated, was it an error? A prototype? A hidden experiment from the mint itself? Transition, emotional curiosity, and as more people began searching through their coins, the mystery deepened, and so did the value. Pattern interrupt, witty tone. Who knew cleaning out your couch cushions could turn into a full-time investment strategy? For many Americans, the Lincoln penny represents more than money, it's a piece of history, a symbol of hard work, and now, possibly a ticket to generational wealth. The hunt and the million-dollar discovery, 15:00, 35:00, B-roll, collectors with magnifying glasses, coin auctions, newspaper headlines, penny sells for $8 million. Let's talk about the moment that changed everything. In early 2024, a collector from Illinois brought what looked like a regular 2003 penny to an appraisal event. Experts laughed, until they saw the microscopic details. It was struck on a 95% copper planchet, a composition not used since 1982. The penny should have been zinc, but it wasn't. That simple error turned it into an $8 million rarity. Imagine paying for a coffee with one of these, and the cashier just tosses it in the register. Ouch, that's a $7,999,999 mistake. But the question that keeps coin hunters awake at night is this: how many more of these 2003 copper pennies are still out there? Some experts estimate as many as 10 to 15 may exist. Others say only one. That uncertainty fuels the hunt, and the excitement. Money bag transition: how to identify 1:35:00, 42:00. If you're watching this, you're probably wondering, could I have one? Let's find out. Key signs of the $8 million 2003 Lincoln penny. 1. Weight, 3.11 grams, true copper. 0.2. Metallic color, rich reddish tone, not pale. 0.3. Mint mark, most discovered so far are from Philadelphia, no mint mark. 0.4. Sound test, drop it gently on wood, copper gives a distinct ring. 0.5. Error mark, check the lettering, the Liberty and In God We Trust appear slightly misaligned. Don't underestimate your coin jar. People have literally found rare coins worth hundreds of thousands sitting in their old dressers. Every coin you pick up could change your life. Pattern interrupt, rhetorical humor: so yeah, maybe it's time to tell your spouse that your coin obsession isn't just a hobby, it's financial strategy. The lesson, the legacy, and the urgency: 42:00, 50:00. This isn't just about pennies. It's about opportunity, the kind that hides where you least expect it. B-roll, families smiling, a collector holding a magnifying glass, close-up of coins sparkling. Most people ignore pennies, but the wealthy? They see value in details others overlook. That's how fortunes are made, by noticing what others dismiss. Emotional buildup, inspiration: the 2003 Lincoln penny reminds us that history, luck, and preparation meet in the smallest of moments. It's not about the coin, it's about the mindset. Cliffhanger before call to action, and the truth is, the hunt isn't over. Somewhere out there, another 2003 copper penny is waiting to be discovered. Maybe you will be the one to find it. So tonight, before you sleep, check that jar, open that old drawer, go through that wallet. Because the next time someone says, "It's just a penny," you'll know better. To understand how a 2013 penny became a $1 million legend, we need to go back in time, to the story of a man whose face has stared at us for over a century. Abraham Lincoln. The story behind the coin and its hidden power: 12:00, 35:00. The Lincoln penny was first struck in 1909, a tribute to one of America's greatest presidents. But by 2013, the design and composition of the penny had already gone through major transformations, from pure copper to zinc, from wheat reverse to the shield we see today. But in 2013, something unusual happened, and few people noticed it. During production, a limited number of 2013 Lincoln pennies were minted with critical errors, microscopic details that most people miss, but collectors would pay millions to own. Imagine this: you drop a penny at the gas station, someone else picks it up and retires in Florida. Yeah, that's how wild this gets. These rare 2013 errors include double die obverse, where Lincoln's image or date is doubled. Off-center strikes, where part of the design slips out of the circle. Wrong planchet errors, where a penny was accidentally struck on a dime blank. Each one, a tiny minting mistake, worth a fortune. Meet John Miller, a retired postal worker from Ohio. In 2019, he was sorting through his old coin jar, the kind most of us forget about, when something caught his eye: a shiny 2013 penny that looked different. He almost threw it away, but something told him to look closer. What he found next changed his life. The coin was verified by experts at PCGS as an ultra-rare mint error. Its auction price, $5 million. That's the power of awareness. That's the power of knowledge. And that's why, right now, you can't afford to ignore your change. Pattern interrupt, question to re-engage viewers. Quick question: when was the last time you actually looked at a penny? Be honest. You probably don't even know what year's in your pocket right now, do you? That's exactly how fortunes are lost, by overlooking the small things. Section: The Market Reality, 25:00, 35:00. Let's talk numbers. As of 2025, collectors and high-net-worth investors are paying top dollar for pristine, error-free, and graded 2013 pennies. One coin, authenticated and sealed in a PCGS holder, can fetch between $50,000 and $5 million, depending on rarity and condition. Show auction clips, historical charts, coin grading visuals. The demand is not just from collectors, it's from investors, museums, and even hedge funds looking to diversify tangible assets. Because rare coins are the new luxury investment class. And here's where the urgency kicks in: these coins are disappearing fast. Every year, more are being locked away in private collections, never to be seen again. If you don't look now, it might be too late. The revelation and the call to action, 35:00, 50:00. You might be wondering, how do I know if I have the $1 million penny? Here's what to do. Step-by-step visual guide. 1. Check the date. Look for 2013 with sharp, clear digits. 2. Inspect for doubling. Use a magnifying glass to spot doubled letters or numbers. 3. Look for off-center or missing features. These can skyrocket value. 4. Weigh it. If it's heavier or lighter than 2.5 grams, you might have a wrong planchet. 5. Get it graded. Send to PCGS or NGC. Certification can multiply its value by 100x. Each coin tells a story. Some are worth a cent. Others can fund an entire legacy. You don't have to be rich to find wealth. Sometimes, you just have to see it. Look deeper. Pay attention. Because the next life-changing opportunity might not be on Wall Street, it might be in your pocket. Pattern interrupt, humorous twist to reset attention. So, before you toss that penny in the tip jar, maybe give it one last loving glance. Who knows? Your barista might be the next millionaire. This is more than a story about money. It's a story about opportunity, about how history, luck, and timing collide in one tiny copper coin. And right now, that story could be yours. Dramatic fade to close-up of glowing penny, but here's the question you'll be asking yourself tonight: what if I already spent my $1 million penny? Soft fade to black. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2013 Lincoln penny, subscribe for more rare coin stories, hidden treasures, and wealth secrets that only a few know. Because the next video might just uncover the coin that changes your life.